Stone cold and washed, pressed like pretty socks, dead inside my head. Quite except by needs at best. Time rolls out of bed, walks in the room and out, and called her up this morning. She blew me off, I'm boring, oh. Oh, turn off my head, screen to my face burns red, yeah. All's forgotten instead, what's it about me? I'm screaming at shadows, walking through windows. Work's all done, it's never done, except the life in one. Do not worry, your broken fingernails not heavily. Screw the pain, forget the pain. Hit me with those as I say now. Turn off my head, screams from my best friend's red, yeah. All's forgotten instead, what's it popping? I'll turn off my head, screams from my best friend's red, yeah. All's forgotten instead, what's it popping? I'm let's do the next one and do crackpot. Well, holy shit. You guys didn't hear all the music that just exploded in my brain. Scandy, what's going on, man? Yeah, oh, you know, I'm gonna bitch about my schedule. Work, schedule, scheduling work, all the good stuff. It's been a while since I've been on. I think the last time I streamed was last Saturday? Friday or Saturday. I need to have a better schedule. But the thing is that I do a podcast on Monday, Tuesday for you guys. And then I do a podcast on Friday. Well, Thursday, Friday for you guys. Which I did tonight. The Geeky Gamer podcast. Hey, check this out. It's a lot of talking. Where is it? I want to show you the thing. But I don't know where it is. No. Streams GG. Aha, yes. Check this shit out. What's up? Oh, yeah. That's right. Geeky Gamer podcast, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. That's what I did tonight. And we actually only did 4 hours. It's a lot of podcasting. We filmed a podcast this past Sunday, and then we pre-recorded one, and then we did the next podcast Monday, and that's for Dreadlore Theater of the Mind. So if you're into tabletop role-playing games, that's what that is. We specifically did Into Space, which is kind of a science fiction. It's completely a science fiction. It is not kind of. And then on Mondays, we do The Red Writ. It's on Twitch. Anyway, the point being, I've done a lot of podcasting this week. I also got a job, and I've been studying for the CompTIA Security Plus exam, which I'll show you the book. Check this out. Boom. Look at that book. It's a big-ass book. Yeah, dude. I'm on... What chapter am I on? I got tons of notes. Notes all over the place. I'm on chapter 2. Of, like, 40. Anyway. It's been a lot of doings. Did a little bit of studying. I have expanded my research. There's a new person that's been jumping on my radar on the YouTubes. I'm pretty sure he's a GM. We'll see. If he's not a GM, he's really, really good. You guys probably know who he is. Of course, he's not. Yeah, he's really good. It's not Daniel Noroditsky, although that's the guy that I normally watch. What is this guy's channel called? All I'm seeing is a short that just popped up. Eric Rawson. And his stuff is really solid. He's an international master. I am Rawson. He's got a really cool logo. It kind of reminds me of the Kill Tony logo, if you've seen Kill Tony. Kind of. Yeah, that's a really cool logo. I think it'd be better if it had a little apostrophe, so it's I'm Rawson. Get it? It's my double bass. Got a bunch of shorts. His videos are some run-throughs. Yeah, this he's a boss. He's absolutely a boss. Nearly 700,000 subscribers. This dude rocks. He does stuff that like he'll like go through and punish beginners. Yikes. Anyway. Eric's streams are cool and instructive. Balbeer, yeah, man. What book is that? This is the CompTIA Security Plus book. Yeah. So I'm studying for the Security Plus. I've been doing do you guys do cybersecurity? I feel like we've talked about programming and cybersecurity stuff before on here. Anyway, I do some of the analyst stuff and with VMs and whatnot, and I'm trying to get into that industry and bring it to my current job. And apparently, this is kind of the base. I was studying for the Network Plus there for a while, but networking is not really what I want to do. I want to get more into the security. And apparently, that cert actually opens up some doors. So that's the plan. Anyway, Scandy says, but I only have about 30 minutes left to see you before I gotta go. Well, Scandy, I will hate to see you go. What do you have going on today? I guess for you guys, it's like proper Saturday, Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon or something. Bob here, what have you been doing, man? I think we're playing a game right now that you're winning on, I guess I could just show it since it is on chess.com. Let me see if I can find it really quick. This is instructive. I can't see anything. Maybe those are just my turn. Oh yeah, I'm playing Check 'em and Wreck 'em as well, who has a very different kind of stream. He's trying to get to 2,000, but I really appreciate how he plays. Did you already win? Oh wait, you're not Balbir on here. You're something else. You're Ritu. No, you're Night Girls. Right. Puzzles. Yeah, so this is Balbir in my game right now. And as you can see, not doing so well. We'll run through it really fast. I feel like it started off okay. The Great Snake, Anglo-Indian, okay. Which I've played against a lot. I've lost a lot too. So we play this. It's a 7-day game. In typical my and Balbir fashion, we're not taking any pieces, really setting up. And I make this move. I had an idea here, and then I kind of screw it up. So that was just a miscalculation. Boom, 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 breaking down the center, allowing his knight in. I thought I had something here. I just don't. And I just trade down and start. My position is just kind of crumbling. He's up a piece. Now he's up an actual piece. It's all going to hell. And this is where the game is presently. Boom, boom. And obviously I'm going to take his queen. Spoilers, Balbir. I'm taking your queen now. Yeah, you're surprised by knight g4. Yeah. Let me see. Go back to knight g4. Knight g4. Yeah, I thought I had something with knight g4. Because there was so much tension building up here. But the calculation was just wrong. And instead I let this, I let my position break down. So all this exchange happens. I gave up this, so in return you got that. It's just, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. I thought I had something here, but this is just too strong right now. Plop, plop, plop. Trade, trade, trade. And yeah. Wasn't really sure what to do at this point. I was thinking, I could fortify here, and then I needed to be really careful because, you know, it forks. And this was coming, and, you know, this is coming, and this is coming, and all that stuff. And if I don't do anything, this is coming. So, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I decided to queen trade and kind of take my chances here, knowing full well that this is probably just going to get you a new queen. And I'm down a piece, so it's probably just a lost game. Pop. There's my move, sir. If you're going to do knight g4, develop your rook towards that side, then knight g4 might have had more bite. Yeah. Yeah, it's just sort of overextended. Anyway, I've got a bunch of these day games going on. Some of them are a little bit better than other ones. Here's one that Scandy and I are doing, which he's waiting on me to move. I'll show you that really fast. So he plays the old d4. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to take it. Plop, plop, plop. Oh, Queen's Gambit declined, it says. I thought that was accepted. Is that not accepted? Central variation. Queen's Gambit declined knight. Oh, okay. Weird. So it's like I don't understand really why it says decline now, but I guess we slid into something else. Right, so this. I was looking into more like why this is such a good move when it is, and also this move over here, the bishop to put pressure. Like there's the obvious it pressures these guys, but kind of how do you get past just like an h3 or something over here? Like how do you capitalize on it? Right, so this. Kind of an interesting thing going on in the middle. Blah, blah, blah. I take here. And I'm kind of up a tempo, kind of. I mean, I'm sort of dictating what's happening, but he's got the bishop pair, and my pieces aren't all over the place. So this is where we are in this game. And I have yet to make a move, as you see. There's a lot pointing at my king. So I was a little bit leery of that. And he's got one move before he's pretty much connected his rooks and has got his development going. But he's got a lot of pawn islands. So that's kind of what I was going for. This bishop is... It could be strong. It's not strong yet. My bishop is kind of just in the wind. So I'm not sure. Something like that maybe. Maybe opening up the queen. Not sure. Anyway, that's that game. Sootham, what's up, man? Yeah, it's been a minute. I've been studying is not really the right word for it. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. We'll say that. Some chess. Eric Rawson. I really liked his... the beginning to his speed run. It was pretty informative. But I didn't actually finish it before I had to do work. Bullshit. And yeah, usually I look up to Daniel Noroditsky. But that's what has been going on. Puzzles. I think I'm going to do some puzzles tonight. Games are great, but I think I'm going to throw down on a little puzzle rush. Something to get my brain going. Now you guys will be frustrated with me. Subin, move the pawn? Yeah. Well, I figured because it would open up, the queen or even the bishop. And then put pressure on the queen side. All right, so you guys are going to get frustrated with me because I take forever on these puzzles. You're going to see it immediately. I'm not. I swear. Actually, I'm going to do survival. What? Top score 25. Oh shit, it gives me a fucking countdown. Okay. Lord. Well, hold on. I wanna play a puzzle. Nom nom hum. Just a second. Let's see. So I guess I can just checkmate here, right? And this is the same kind of pattern. Badoosh. That's like the only pattern I actually know. So I can just go ahead and do this. And the same thing down here. Plop. Yep. Now, the issue with this is I try to do them really fast. I mean, I'm obviously not doing them fast. But I try to do them fast. I tried to do them fast. And I got into this very, like, rook maneuver and completely forget about all of the diagonals, which, as you guys have played me, diagonals are like, and as Megan knows, diagonals are like my fucking weakness, man. Okay, so speaking of, I got a diagonal here, and I think I can just take everything. Right. Oh shit. Puzzles are moving fast. So this is a plop here. I don't see anything that interrupts that. Anyway, so instead of going fast, I try to actually think it out. And you'll notice the point where it all goes tits up and my brain just stops working. I want to take your knight. Right, so white to move. So I can just take with the queen here, right? Yeah. So then I start looking for these moves, and I think I've done this one before. I think it's this first. And then he moves, and then I sacrifice the queen. Man, chess.com is moving fast. Everyone is challenging, but I'm doing puzzles, guys. I'm puzzling. Try solving 5 correct puzzles in a row before playing the next games. Indeed. See, Jansen and then Ayatos, Pez Dispenser. Yeah, Balbir, absolutely great suggestion. There's so many, so many of those. Guys, I'm going to play some puzzles before I actually do a deal. I'm going to try to beat my 25 and see what I can do. As for focus, focus is not my strong suit. So I'm thinking A6 is the move here. Can that be blocked? It can be blocked with this, but I can just take. So I think it's A6. Yeah. And then I can do this because the bishop on D6. So the first thing I see is a knight maneuver. This knight is protecting here. So I think there's a check, and then the king has to move. So then he has to respond to this, the knight takes, and he has to respond to this. And I don't think he can get away. So we'll do that. Look how fast it's going. I wonder why it's going so fast. So I have to remember that there's a bishop here, and I can just take, right? There's not something that's going to take me, like a fucking rook just sitting over there. That's typically what happens. I'm like, haha, my queen will take your shit. Haha, and we're done. I look away, and then I hear my queen get taken. And that's unfortunate. I also just realized I'm using the wrong camera. So, I don't know actually how this camera looks. Is this? Yeah, I'm using the wrong camera. That's funny. Oh well. Sorry if the camera looks like Shiat. Play with the increment games. Yeah, Balbir, you're right. The increment games they're just better for me. Because I'm not fast, and I don't really want to be fast right now. Like, a lot of people want to play Bullet and Blitz, which I respect the hell out of, but it's just not my jam. I don't need that shit. What the fuck am I doing? Okay. So this is kind of a common position for me, where I'm technically winning, and then I fuck it up real bad. So, we'll see what happens. twere I in this position just normally, I'd be thinking things like, should I take here? Then I can take here. But I think that's not the right move, simply because I know I'm supposed to win. It's kind of the problem with these puzzles. It also gets you in the mindset of just winning. Although, sometimes the puzzles are not just about winning. That's true. A lot of them are just about getting advantage. So, there is this idea. If there's a take, I get the knight. Let's see. Though if I take here, it does relinquish this. That could be a take. I take back. And then his knight doesn't have anywhere to go. So, as in this knight doesn't have anywhere to go. As in if he doesn't take. So maybe this is just the way. Let me look for something better. I think I gain a piece that way. I'm sure the chat is telling me what to do, because you guys see it. But I don't. So things that I kind of see, I don't think this works at all. This is something I want to do, to like actually attack the king. But I don't really see anything there. Yeah, I think it's taking here. You see a fork? Ayatos. H if you do not see it. What? How? How the fuck do I not see it? What do you mean, how do I not see it? What? Imagine not seeing something. That's how you don't see it. Now I'm like looking for it. Now I want to see this illustrious fork. Where could it be? I mean, this isn't a fork, right? Because that's just attacking here. Is it just staring me in the face and I don't see it? Looked like it. So I can move my knight. That doesn't make any sense. This fork's there. I'm looking for some fork. I don't see a fork. That kind of forks things. It's so easy. Yeah, bro, take it. Right, so you take here, right? But that's not a fork, is it? Is that a fork? Right. So then I take here. Yeah. And then I get this guy. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Bishop c4. Haha! So it is what I thought it was. But that's not a fork. Okay. So I feel like that's a move. But maybe not. I mean, it checks. Then he's got to move this way. Queen's in danger. Could also come over. Well, this will just get my shit taken. Takes. I can't take because this is going on. Attacking king. Me. Attack king with bishop. Good. So the king moves there, right? Then what? Maybe just pushing there? No, I can't do this because I'd be blah. Okay, right. So there's a little slice of what happens in Bill's mind. Of course, I can't move the bishop. It's under, like, double, oh my god. So there's a fork here. I see out the corner of my eye the chat blowing up. But I'm trying to do it on my own. Right. So. This is a fork. That can go down. But then I can take. So I get the rook for the bishop. But does that actually work? Because let's say here I take there. Yeah, the bishop is blocked, so the queen wouldn't work. And I don't think there's a check. This, maybe there's a take there. Takes here. And then he would just lose this stuff. So he would lose a piece. You challenged me to a puzzle battle? I didn't even know that was a thing. All right, I'm going to move here. Hey, I was kind of right. By right, I was right. Awesome. Hello, Bill. Want to play one? Aim. Fan Royale with Shaken Man. I would like to. I want to see if I can beat my puzzle thing. I'm at 14. I need to beat 25 as a total. And then I will jump on the stuff. Or I will lose very badly on this. And then I'd be down to do some challenges and such. Although I don't know who's first. So, that's a thing. Say Queen H1. I looked like a dullard because... So I didn't finish this one because you told me what to do. So that doesn't count. See, if you guys do them, that's not me doing them, right? And then you beat me and you make fun of me. That's not fun. So if I check with the queen on F7, then you can move to, or they can move to B6 with the king and kind of run away, right? It might not be the worst thing in the world because then I can come over here and rock and roll. Can this be stopped? I don't think so. Oh, wait, what am I thinking? Well, okay, so this is definitely the move, right? So how do I get him here? Is it a king move? Is it a sacrifice? Do I just move the queen there? I don't think that can be thwarted. Okay. Oh no, my pieces. Good thing I know. I win this one. So this check. Requires that. And then probably here doesn't quite work. The guy can still move. And can block, right? There's also this. I could also move my queen there. And so he's either there or there. And I can move this way. He could block with the queen, but I could take it. He can block this way, but he can't because my queen is here. So maybe this is the move? Yeah. Similar situation. I'm also not looking at my king or my king safety at all when I do this stuff. Which is also kind of the puzzle brain where I'm like, oh, I'm in a puzzle. I know I'm going to win, you know. So I'm thinking this is first and then this. King's got to move there, right? And then he gets fucked. Boom. Yeah, okay. No, I want to take you this way. Right. So this is the move, but then the queen can come here. So I can just check this way. Ew. Oh, I can't do that. What am I thinking? See, I'm not even looking at my king. Not looking at my king. I can't move my bishop. That's a problem. Okay, so let's say I move here. Right. After the queen moves, then I move there. Okay. Right? Here with the bishop? Right. That's pretty gnarly. The gnarly mate dude. Or am I black? Okay. Oh, I'll take the rook. Ha ha ha. Likely not the right move. So there's this take. He's relegated to that. This forces the king to move. So then I can check him here. Getting the rook. He's got to move back. Oh, and then I come over to G1. I think that's it. Okay, well. So immediately I see knight. That's a smothered mate, right? So knight to f6. Is that right? Boof. A pawn move. Hey, I'm doing 1100s. That's nice. There was one on here that I had a devil of a time fixing. It's when the board is really open. I mean, what am I saying? I get fucked no matter what. But when the board is really open, specifically knights, it's always blown my mind. Very difficult for me to see. All right, so black to move. Lots going on. Queen is out here, or sorry, king is over here in kind of a gnarly position, but is defended, sort of. Knight could be coming into town. That happens. I can't take. Gotta take this way, lose the rook. It's not truth, because this queen is here. It's still pretty gnarly. My king can't move much, because, you know, all the bad. Okay, so I'm seeing this guy could come here. Queen could also just come over and take, right? Moving the king there. Then what? I want a check. I'm pretty sure I've got a check, because then he can have a check and I start losing this. So I think this check is necessary. King goes to h1. I can't check this way. And my dude is there. Once the queen's there, where does she go to check the king? Or just gain an advantage? I mean, I could just push there. This happens, but the king gets out. Right? So that didn't work. Let me think. This is gonna the kind of tactical thing I'm not actually very good at. I know you guys have already seen it. I know. You're better than I am at tactics. Well done. I have 2 rooks, right? And a queen. That seems like the most obvious move. I am scared of this move. But let's say that move. Then I have this move, which is a check. It demands the queen takes another check. Right? King can move there, probably. So I've dropped it down this. I'm still at a disadvantage with... it'd be 2 rooks and 2 rooks and a bishop, which ain't good. And my king is in the middle of fucking nowhere. Let's say this. Let's say I do... Well, the question is, where would I move? If I don't do this, where do I move? Maybe there? That seems like a bad move. I mean, it starts coming on like a checkmate, right? Once this and then that. But I think that interim move, the queen then guards this checkmate. I see that chat moving. I know you guys are like, oh my god, why can't you see? Because I just haven't seen it yet, y'all. Have y'all not seen Waiting for Bobby Fischer? Or Searching for Bobby Fischer? It's got Ben Kingsley in it. Lawrence Fishburne. Anyway, Ben Kingsley, he says in that movie, he's like, don't move until you see it. Don't move until you see it. They also were playing like, you know, hour-long games or whatever. Okay. So what then? Is it as easy as that? So there's the check. You gotta move that way. Maybe now? Takes? So then what happens then? Check. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of deals. I must decline all. I'm so close to my deal. Jansen just fucking... Of course. Comes here. If he comes there, I do have that. That check comes back to there. Yeah, I don't see this. I guess I could come up this way. It's not a check, but it kind of gets a little gnarly, right? I just don't think that's the move. This I cannot take. This I can take that way with a check. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I'm not seeing. But then what's the prep move? If I move up this way, I allow this check. No, I don't, because then you get taken. So what am I not seeing? Let's say go here. Let's say there's a check. Well, then I could just take, check. Gotta move. Not sure. Because this rook defends checkmate there at present. That said, if I move up here and takes, if I take here, I relinquish that, right? So take. Well, you still can't take, but you could. Well, hold on. Let's say I move up here and takes, and then I move the queen off. Sacrifices this, takes. This meets that and that. So that's checkmate. So moving up here, if that, I can't take the rook. And if I come up and do something like this, well, that just loses. If I come up and do something like this, the king gets out. And these squares the light squares are really protected. So this is just not going to work. Hum, 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 hum. What is that? The queen doesn't do that. She doesn't do that. She can't move there. What am I thinking? It's a different kind of chess I'm playing. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck with this. If this were a game, that's the movie I would do. That's the movie. That's the move I would do. I'd go for the check and force that, and I would then be able to at least calculate from there. Sacrificing the queen doesn't make any sense. But the queen would be there. So now what? Can't check. Can't come here. Could take. King takes there. What's the point of that? Checks. King just starts escaping. Or just blocking. None of that's good. None of that's good. What to do after this move? Yeah, I know it looks sexy, but I haven't seen how to capitalize on it afterwards. And I think it is the right move. King moves to h1. I kind of see this now. Because it gets, if the rook takes, for example, I've got that. If the rook tries to come over, like here, I have this rook and this rook there, so I could just plop right there. Right, so I think this is it. Boom. Hey, okay, so there's the check. So I have to take, right? Yeah, I have to take. Yeah, okay. Well, that took a billion years. I will now look at the chat. Ayato's Pez dispenser is pissed. 10 hours later. Come on, Jansen. Double the works. It's basic principle of chess. Check, capture, threat in that sequence. Bob here, I'm going to write that down. Yeah, some of you guys actually have, chess coaches and shit. I don't have a chess coach. I'm doing this au natural, baby. On my own. With you all, which I do appreciate your help. Okay, so it seems obvious to me to go there. I am white, right? Yeah. That seems obvious. What then happens? There's a check. I could move back. Oh no. And then I get checkmated. So I'm thinking taking here is a way to get checkmated. Because then this happens. If I move this way, that happens. Then this, and then they take. So they pull the same maneuver on me that I've been doing to them. Shit. I don't want that. Taking's a bad move. Don't take. Checking here gets took. I can take, but then the king gets out. That's not good. Don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Seems like a bad move. So I could do the prep move. I just fucking move my shit, but then I get taken. That's no good. I don't want that. I could pop here, blocking the queen from attacking. There could be a little trade maneuver going on. This is the move that I want to do. I want to do c3. Okay, so let me go Balbier said check, capture, threat. All right. Any checks I can do? I could check there. Then my queen would get taken. I would take. This would happen, and I'd be in. I'd have no pieces. So that's no good. Can I check him another way? Not that I see. There. Takes. Moves out. I'm in kind of the same spot. Okay. Checks out of the way. Now I can get checked right there. Which is the issue. Yeah, it said no. Which is the issue if I take here. All right, well, you can continue challenging. I'm not done with my speed run. I'm not done with my puzzle run. I got to get past 25 if I can. I think this is the move. Because assuming there's a take there or something, I could take back. I don't see a check that happens. On the there's a check there. I can't block with the queen. And my king would be there. I could just move back. And that wouldn't work. And they'd be down a rook. Maybe they move back here. Yeah, but then they get checkmated. Okay, so I think this is it. Damn it. Oh, and then it went to the next one. Can I, do that one over? All right, yeah, it's coming close. Capture the rook. Really? Oh, I think I just destroyed it. Capture the... Oh, no, it takes it this way. Play problem. Right, so they take the rook. Oh. Really? What was I not seeing about that? I thought that was... You know what my thinking was? Wow. I was thinking... Oh, I guess I just moved there. Huh. No? What do I do now? Just block? Well, shit. Yeah, well, I didn't see that. Huh. Yeah, so I saw this, and then I was thinking this was toast. I take here. Did the check there, although I could check there as well. And that could just move back. Wow. Yeah. No, I could just block the blocking. Doing the blocking. I can use this piece this way. Don't have to move the king. Yeah, I did not see this. Alright, well, shit. Okay. Fuck that up. So there's 22. I think I have 3 that I can do. So what is this? White to move. Bruh. I tried creating another account to try 1v1 you, but I can't. Why not? Trust your instincts. So if no checks, then capture. Ayatos, it's easy. If you say so, sir. If you say so. Hopefully one day, it will be easy for me. Okay. Trust the instincts. Yeah, Balbir, I was trusting my instincts on our game. We see what happened there. Okay. So... Wait, let me do these principles. The Balbir principles. Check, capture, threat. Okay. So I can check. I can check this way. Then my shit gets taken. Probably that way. Yeah. I can check this way, which my shit gets taken that way. But I've got that check, or I've got the discovered check. Maybe there. So the discovered check would be this way. And he can't move back. And he can't take because he's in check. And then I think this seals the deal. Maybe not, actually. I do think it's a queen sacrifice. I think it's this. For a check. King takes. I think that's the only move, right? Ooh, shit. I almost dropped my water. I could straight away check. In which case the king could obviously move back. But that doesn't make sense, I don't think. Yeah. So I think it would be sack the queen, boof, and then move the knight somewhere. Either here or there. I think it needs to be here so he can't have that square. Boom, he's in check. Possible moves would be here or there then. So if I check this way, he's got that square only. The rook could come up. No. I was going to say the rook could come up here, but then he's got another escape square. So how to guard these squares? I think it's this, and then I think it's that. And I think the king is there afterwards. No, I'm sorry. This moves again. I guess I could push back this way. Not sure. It's a lot of thinking for me. Boom, boom. See, this is why 10-minute games don't work for me. I need an increment. I need like an hour game to sit here and like go get a cup of coffee, come back, think about it. All right. Boom, boom, right? Boom. Awesome. Discovered check. Can't move back. Probably doesn't want to go this way because then this would be checkmate. So, la, la, la. He's got to move out. There. Okay, so I can push him again. Either with the rook, in which case he's there. Or, so the king's there. Or I could check him again this way. Excuse me. And I got there or there. It seems like the better idea would be to limit that to that one square. But I don't know then if I can really attack him so well. The knight can't attack him. The rook can't really attack him because then he just takes the knight. So, blah, 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 right? Boom. Checking here. He's got this way or that way. I don't think I can keep the pressure on. I mean, obviously that's... Yeah, so see, I see like how to do it, but I'm having trouble sealing the deal. This, so capture and checking, right? Check and then capture. So can I check him again? I need to check him because there's too many threats on my pieces. I need to keep it going. Ba ba. I'm pretty sure I've just got to take over that square. He moves here. Now what? Obviously the rook or the knight to g4. I think it's the rook over. It just seems better. Okay, so I could check him again, but then he gets this. The knight can't move to check. Can't check him this way, and the rook is blocking there, so that doesn't work. Bup, bup. Maybe. Okay, go back here. This happens. If I don't use the rook, what do I use? I mean, I can only check him with the knight that I see. That would be a check. And he can't move back. Like I said, he's got these two squares. If he were to move there, I've got this check, but he can also take, or he can take that way. Lord, I don't know. How many moves is this? Also, if you can visualize this, good on you. I have such a hard time visualizing it. What else can I do? It seems like the only pieces that I really have to mess with are the knight and the rook. And there's got to be a little trap to pull here. I mean, I could pop here and this happens, but the king is there. I can check. He's got to move out this way. I just don't think it's going to work. Yeah, I don't think I can lose the knight there. Now, I am itching to just make a move, okay? I really am. But I really want to have the discipline to not move if I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm sure that's not the most exciting thing to watch, guys. But at the same time, I am trying to get better. Okay, so there's that just gets taken, right? That seems the obvious move. I think it's the queen. And I think that getting the king out here is the bee's knees. But I don't see how to seal it. How to seal the deal. I want to look at the chat too, but I have a feeling you all are telling me what to do, and I don't want you to tell me what to do. Not on one that's like actually difficult for me. If it's easy, it's one thing, but you know, if you tell me what to do, it doesn't help. Okay, this happens, this happens. I could come here. Let's say that I do that. So it's a discover check. I don't think that's the right move. He comes back there, and then what do I do? I guess I could come here. You move. Fuck. You move that way. There's this. But then this happens. There's a check. You move back that way. Yeah, like, I don't think that works. I do think it's this knight move. And then the king goes there. And then it's like, how do I just don't see it. This, you've got to move that way. What then? I got this guy, a knight there, and a rook there. And then the king is here. So what's the check that I can do? We'll go Balbeer on this. How can I check? Obviously the bishop can't check. F-pawn could check, but it get taken. The rook could check. Sliding over G. That's something I haven't thought of. Where does he go then? I mean, he could just take here, right? So that doesn't seem to work. The rook could come up here because it's protected by the knight. Then again, he could just take. He's kind of in a box over there. So the rook's protecting this. The bishop's protecting that. But how to check him? Am I just wrong? Am I just wrong? I mean, there's this. It's threatening mate. This happens. And then I guess I just take here, right? Is that it? Did I just make all that bullshit and really it's that easy? Well, hold on. If this happens, this gets taken and then it's made. Okay. If this happens and that goes down, I can check. He can't take. He's got to move there. Take there, this here. But he's got this defender going on. Checks, captures, attacks, bruh. Well, there's a check. And there's a check. Checks, captures, threats. Oh, threats and attacks. I see. I'm actually writing that down. Yeah, like I said, I have heard that before. I think I was watching Anna Cramling, and she said something about it. It was either her or Dina. I can't remember Dina's last name. The entire chat knows how to solve this puzzle, but I don't. So I see that. It doesn't work, I think, because of that. And all this craziness can go down, but I don't think it works. I think it's a queen sacrifice. That's what my gut tells me. That would be both a check and a capture. And an attack. It'd be all three at the same time. It's got to be the best. Got to be the best. All right. This happens. It seems like a discovered check would be the bomb. With the bishop. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go get some more water. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave you for a second with some music so you won't be lonely. called edging.
Can't stand the noise. Yeah. Going out tonight. Don't know how to do right. Thinking of strange thing. Well, maybe I've been made clean. Maybe I've been made clean. Maybe I've been made clean. Maybe I've been made clean.
Whilst pissing, I may have figured it out. Hold on. Is it here? That's it, right? Because I take, if this happens, boom. I take, if this happens, boom. Right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. Alright. That was a 1307. Everyone sucks. Really? Really? Holy shit. Why was that so hard? Oh my god. Like I was going like deep in the paint, y'all. Alright, I'm going to go finish making my coffee. I will return. Sorry. Whilst pissing, I was like, dear God, I could just move the night. I could check. Anyway, yeah, so I got that one. Great. I'll be right back. You're all welcome.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. We are the Intrepid Adventurers. And this, my friends, is surely rock and roll.
like a dead flower, like a dead flower, like a dead flower. Our love is like a dead flower, like a dead flower, like a dead flower in my hand. To counter all the pain. Our love is like a dead flower, like a dead flower, like a dead flower. Our love is like a dead flower, like a dead flower, like a dead flower in my hand. Lord, that took it out of me, y'all. It was crazy. Craziness. Okay, we're almost there. Almost to 25. See if we can do it. Almost to 26, technically. See if I can pull this off. So, I see the old rook, the knight, move, and I get a discovered check, right? I am black, okay. I enjoy this fianchetted bishop, just for the record. Alright, then what? So what is it? Checks, captures, attacks. Check, captures, threats. CCT. Right. Then what? Alright, so I can come here. There's a check. Right? How do I seal the deal then? The knight can move anywhere. So that's a check. He moves. I can come here for a fork. Right? So there's this check. This forks the queen. So she knows she moves somewhere. But is that such a great move? I mean, it's a nice little fork. It could get material, but I feel like there's probably a mate here. Also, my bishop or his bishop is attacking my rook. God, I can't fucking. You know I am dyslexic. It's not my fault. Little tiny bit retarded. That's pretty sure that's a Norm Macdonald joke. Right. So what happens here? I think the obvious is the knight moves. It's just where does the knight move? Oh, wait a minute. No, that doesn't work because then the knight just gets taken. I was gonna say it would be kind of sexy to move it here and win that way, but so this is a common mating pattern, I'm sure, but I don't know it. I haven't done any of the mating pattern drills. I've got a book, The 100 Endgames Everyone Should Know, which has a whole bunch of theory about, how to perform endgames and such, and what's lost and what's drawn and all those things. And I've got a Tarash book, which goes through mostly, well, it does actually everything, but I've only really looked at the openings, and they're dated, which is fine. I don't know them. This kind of stuff, I think I would really benefit from an actual chess teacher of what to do. So my gut instinct is to check this way with a discover check. If this occurred for a block, I could come out this way. King would have to move that way. I'm not really sure what then to do. So let's say I come this way, and there's a block. Let's say I took that way. I mean, it's just giving up the rook, but I'm not really sure how to capitalize on it. These damned knights. Damnable knights. So over here, the knight is protecting these two squares. King's got to move that way because the block wouldn't work, right? So maybe that's a move. Knight's there, so the block wouldn't work. King has one square to move. Okay. This and the king could just move back. So then what to do? I don't really see a way to progress. So maybe that's not the right move. I don't really see a reason to move away. Again, I think the chat's blowing up. Out of my peripheral vision, I see like, and I'm afraid to look at it because I don't want you guys to tell me how to do it. And I know that somebody's not going to be able to resist being like, oh my God, just do the move. It's going to take some time, y'all. Sometimes it takes me some time. I got my brilliant moments, and I have my non-brilliant moments. If I don't move the knight to this square, then blocking is possible. I'm not saying that's the best move, but I'm saying it's possible. Then again, if they block, I could just fucking take back, right? So why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just move the king to h1? It seems like I've got a win with the knight, but I don't know how. This won't work because it just gets taken and unleashes the queen upon my bare self. Interesting. I wonder, is there a queen sacrifice that's possible? This is a double check. King moves. That doesn't seem like a good move. Then it just gets taken, and that bishop is annoying anyway. So that wouldn't work. I think it's got to be the queen and the knight. So I could move back here and then this way. What would that do? Maybe a check there. And I don't see a block. if there was a check, then I could do this. So then the king still moves back. This has this happen. And then over here, see, none of that seems to work very well. Like, I gain material, but it's not a checkmate for sure. And it seems like there could be a checkmate here. So I don't think that works. That I don't think works either. There's the obvious check. Let's say he moves right back. I really liked the idea of the knight going to h1. Thought that would be cool. But that's not going to work. Because then the king can just take. And then there's, of course, this. Yeah, I don't know. This is another one that it's probably like the one move, and I don't really see it still. So what is it? Checks, captures, threats. What's the difference between I guess a capture is just you're actually taking the piece, and a threat is you're threatening to take a piece. Well, I don't think a threat is here. I think it's the check first to reposition the knight and then to land a checkmate. Let me zone or zoom out a little bit and look at something different. I don't think the queen can move first. I think it's just got to be a knight move. This... All right, chat. What the fuck you doing? You're on the right idea. Okay, Bob here. Thank you. I just... Guys. Yeah, I think it's the right idea. But I do not see the pattern. I mean, I could see, like, there's a check, and then here's like a super fork, right? That looks good. So the queen's got to move. Does the queen have to move? Let's say I go check. This moves, and then I come here. Yeah, I think the queen has to move because he can take pieces, but he's going to lose the queen and then have problems. So where does the queen go? Like there? No. What did I say? Ah, fuck. What? There? So the queen's got to move there. Queen moves there. Then what do I do? There's this take. If the king comes here, I've got to check. But then the king just kind of gets out, right? And he can move there. Let me play around with this. That's a big old check. There's this. The queen's got to move there. King is over there now. What to do from here? The temptation would be to take, but I don't think that's it. Getting rid of the bishop would really be really nice. That way this diagonal is actually freed up. And the king takes here. So I could do a check after that. Like so. But it can just be blocked. And that doesn't seem like a solid thing. I could also just take. Well, it's this, that, this. But, I mean, it's just opening up too much stuff. There's no reason to do that. Let's say boom, boom. King's over there. Queen moves. Where's my knight go now? Let's say I take that. The king takes here. Okay. If I were to go here and this happens. No, what am I thinking? Before I check, I could come here first. But again, it just... I don't know. Maybe this? It seems so damned dangerous. Like, it seems like there's something I can just force here. And that opens up moves. Why is my coffee not super hot? I've got one of those Ember mugs. You guys ever seen one of these? It's electric. Shooky boogie woogie. Yeah, supposedly it keeps your coffee hot. And for the first 6 months, it does very, very well. I'm going to check my Ember to see what temperature it's at. Let's connect to your Ember mug. Oh, 135 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. Let's see. Oh, God. How do I do this? Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe that's the problem. So I like this move. I think that's a good move. I also like this weird super attack, but once the queen moves, I don't really see how to continue it. And this blocks the queen from here. This doesn't. Forces the king over. Okay. But how do I deliver ye old check then? Queen could come all the way here. That happens. It's a smothered mate, isn't it? Wait, that has a... I've seen this before. It's a horse mate. It's not a horse mate. I forget what it's called. Asa, right? Yeah. Lord. Arabian mate. Is that an Arabian mate or is it a smothered mate? I have no idea. Which one is it? Is it either one of those? I think it's... I can't remember which one it is. I think it... Sorry, now I'm actually going to look at the chat. Take your time. Don't complicate. 3-move checkmate. Take your time. Appreciate the confidence, Bob here. You solved Rahul Dravid. Dude, you could have solved like 100 puzzles by now. You should have seen the previous ones. It's good to have you on the chat, sir. Focus on only knight moves, bro, for now. Thank you, sir. Think it this way, Bill. You always want to force your opponent to move. Look for forceful checks. The whole idea of checks, capture, attacks to force your opponent. Knight h3, queen sacrifice, and knight. Exactly. Arabian mate. Trust your instincts. That is an Arabian mate. So that's a known thing of like sacrificing the queen, having the smother, and coming back. Oh, it's called Ember. Like a burning ember. Yeah, they have a whole bunch of different things. I am not sponsored by them, by the way. But I do think it's really good stuff. And there's some non-Ember, like other brands that do it. that are cheaper. A long time ago, so like 4 years ago, Jesus, 4 years ago, when I started this channel, it was not about chess. It was about kind of like a video blog, which you can see the videos. It's all ridiculous shit. One of my buddies, who is a subscriber, got me that mug. Because basically I was bitching about my coffee always being cold, and I have to like run down and heat it up, my coffee or tea. And the thing's been really good. My issues with it, the new ones might be better, but the bottom of it, this is a battery and a heating element, and you can't change it. So once the battery kind of goes, it's gone. But what you do is there's like a little saucer, and so long as this is in the saucer, it keeps your tea or your coffee or whatever temperature you want. And it's fucking bougie as hell and the bomb. I think they're like $100, but I think that you can get them for like 50 on certain discount days and at Starbucks or something. Dude, if you get one, it is worth it. They're very, very good. Yes. Your coffee will be complete. Okay. That was a $13.95, which is why it took me 1,395 fucking years to figure it out. Okay. What to do? I've got a shitload of rooks angled at this person. They've got one defender, and I'm blocking that runaway square. So, it seems to me that that's the first move. This happens. That's the second move. No. That's the second move. This happens. No. Ooh. Okay. All right. So it's not as easy as I thought it was. I guess I saved the queen for last. This queen can always come in and rock and roll. I could always just attack the queen, but then that opens this up, and also that happens, which I don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's say I take here. That's the move, which is forced, right? Let's say I take here. That's the move. It takes. Now what? Check. No, I can check this way. Where does the king go? Is the king? No, the king's not there. I think that's mate. So let me go over it one more time, because I can't see right now because I'm too tired. Okay, that happens. This is forced. This happens. Gotta block it. Takes with the rook. Don't have to take. Could move here. But then this would deliver checkmate. So it takes here. I think that was my idea, to check here. And then because the knight's there, they've got to move back. I've got this. Check, boom. Is that it? I think that's it. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, son of a bitch. I wonder, can I do that one again? Here I thought I was so smart. Okay, so that is the first move. Is it with the queen? Oh, I forgot that fucking pawn moved. Derp. In all of my calculation, there was a pawn there, because I was seeing a pawn. Okay, so this happens, right? That's the only way that I see to check. And I know for a fact that doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? This and this?
check. Yeah, I guess it just doesn't work because the fucking pawn's not there. So coming here, they gotta block with the queen. So now this happens because this rook is here. All right, well, I did not get that one. I mean, I got it, but son of a bitch. That's not what I want. I want this one. Okay. No, take the queen after Samarth Varma. Samarth Varma. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you in the old chat. Yeah. Clearly, I need to do puzzles. Like, a lot of puzzles. I need to pound some fucking puzzles. Because it's pretty gnarly. When they're below 1100, maybe 1200, I'm pretty good. But the moment it starts getting up to 13 and 14, I don't know if that's an ELO rating over there, or if it's counted a different way. Does anyone know? Okay, white to move. I mean, it doesn't look good. I can check him many ways. Like here. Can I check him many ways? I think that's the only way. Well, I can check him this way. And I can check him this way. If I check him this way, he can move out that way. Seems like that's a better move. Although he can come here. I can do that. I get myself in a lot of trouble this way. Many a game have I chased the king around the fucking board only to lose on time. So how to isolate this king? There's this and there's this. I know, y'all. I know you have the answer. I don't. I don't have the answer. So help me out here. All right. This check just pushes. I mean, there's that. I take. So I don't think they're going to do that. But it's so many options. I like that a little bit more. But then when they block, I don't get the rook. And that seems stupid. Coming here. A lot of options. He can actually block with the bishop, can't he? I didn't think about that. The bishop could block. Let's see if I'm here. Bishop could block. I could take. And then he's in check. Am I not seeing something? Of course I'm not seeing something. Let's say there's a check there, and then this happens. Sorry, y'all. I'm actually like fucking tired. Taking here doesn't make any sense because this takes, and then I just lose the advantage, and I'm actually down a piece. Let's say deuce, deuce. So I would take with the rook, obviously. This is a big old check. This happens, but then I can take here, and I can run the king around. I don't think that's the answer. I think that would be okay to play, and I would be winning, but I don't think that's the answer. Here. There. But now I've got my queen in front. I think that is the answer, actually. Now that I think rook d1 might be the way. If they come this way, I get the rook. They could do a kind of queen trade thing, but that's not really going to help them out too much. So here, I don't think they do that. I mean, obviously, I just take, right? And then grab the rook whenever I wanted. I think that's the first move. So let's say this. Let's say that. Takes.
They really don't have anything they can push here. This. I think that's it. What to do after that? Will it take me that far? I don't know. Here. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Rook to d1, pawn f. Oh, pawn to f4. So that would be how you checkmated it. Take your time, mate in 3. It's a sequence, it's okay. I should watch Gotham. Subham, I do. I do watch Gotham. I really like Gotham chess. I like his commentary. That dude is excellent at chess commentary. He's just excellent at commentary. Very charismatic, all that stuff. I was actually watching, I think it was a short one by Hans Niemann, which, for whatever you think about Hans Niemann, the dude can play. Obviously. But he was actually praising Levy, praising Gotham. It was kind of a backhanded compliment, but he was essentially saying that Gotham is really talented, and the only reason he's not a GM yet is because he just kind of hasn't got himself there. So what am I? Is it black to move? Okay. So black to move, and the king's pawn is coming, or king's pawn, the a pawn's coming down. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. If I take, there's a check, and then this happens. Okay. And then he's got to move his king out for 1 move, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 moves. I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I would catch him. I think it catches. But I don't want to fuck this up because I literally don't have another try. If I don't take the rook, then the rook can prevent me from getting a queen by just sitting back and being annoying. And his king is way more advanced. So I think taking, he's in check, takes. I guess he doesn't have to take, but then he would just be losing because he'd never get his pawn down. Boom, boom. This pawn is blocking my king. Kind of no point in putting my king over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, blop, blop. After this move, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, queen. Yep. Okay. So that shit I can do. Although there was one game we played on here, and dude, like, the end game I was losing like a bitch, but I had a little fortress, not of pieces. The king was on. I think I was black, and the king was on G7, and there was like nothing around, and there was a pawn. I think an enemy pawn on H3 or G3, and they had a rook, and I had a rook on I think A8. Anyway, the idea was, like, it was just a straight up draw. Had I been able to see it, I had this little fortress between G7 and I think G6, like, you just couldn't fuck with. Could not see it in my mind's eye, of course. But pretty cool. I have sympathy for this black player. I've done the H6, trying to kick the bishop, only to fall victim to getting fucked. That's a pretty dangerous looking attack. All those pieces angled down. So it's black to move. Queen can't do much this way. I can take.
rook is under fire. So there's an attack here, but then the queen comes down, right? Could push up this way. Kind of a similar thing. This take loses the queen. This take, and then... actually, maybe that won't work. Maybe it would. That's what I see. I don't like the idea that this is happening. Like these pieces are all working in tandem or in concert. But I would want to attack the queen here. I don't, well, he will lose a knight for a rook. What happens after I do that? I don't see any checks. Let me go through the thing. Hold on. Checks. Do I have any checks that I can do? No. I see no checks. Captures. I can take the knight on c3. But I don't think that's any good. I'm going to lose here. And then this is coming. And it just looks bad. Bad news bears. Because once that, then that's probably not going to happen. But a lot can happen. This can be gnarly. What is it? It doesn't matter. It does matter. Let me think about it. Taking here seems like a really bad fucking move. I get the knight, but this knight isn't doing anything right now. I can take there, but why would I want to? Cannot take here. Okay, so those are my captures. Threats, attacks. I could go up here, but then I'm going to get impassanted. That's lame. Taking here would be great. I guess it doesn't matter. Is there anything else that I could do? I could move the bishop and link the rooks so that at least I could take and get another rook defender in there. Right, so let's say I move here. What am I thinking? I have this bishop here, so I can take that out. But I think it's moving this pawn. What happens when I move that pawn? I don't think the person's just going to drop the queen. If I do up here, if they en passant, they lose the queen. I was thinking that was a disadvantage for me. If they don't en passant, if they move the queen, then I'm blocking this bishop, and so I can take with the king. Right? And this bishop is guarding that square with the king. I think that's the move. That's where my mind is. I don't really know what happens after that. So let's say it's here. Is it worthwhile losing the queen on this? Or can they just come back and take my shit? Or just check me, right? So let's say I push up here, and instead of moving the queen, they check me like so. What then? So I got a pawn there, disconnecting this bishop. I take that way, which seems pretty obvious, right? Doubled pawns, queen is here, still under attack. That could happen, but I don't think so. The queen's got to move. She could come... No, she's got to move somewhere else. She could move there. No, because the pawn's there. I think that's the move. I think that's the move. I think it's f pawn to f5.
And this is how I think a lot. Possibility is queen d8. But the rook is not activated. And while I took this, I would get a lot of pressure here. And that seems gnarly. So I'm going to move there. All hail. However, the problem being, so I'm going to take this guy. Is there something else I can do that I'm just not seeing? I think that's the move. Take the knight. Take the damn knight. There's not like a silly queen trap or something, right? So we're going to take the knight. Fuck yeah. Pawn to g6. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Pawn f6, yeah. You should watch his educational chess content. Subham, that's a good point. Daniel Noroditsky, yeah, dude. Daniel Noroditsky is no joke. I really like him and Checkham and Wreckham, who I'm actually playing a game right now. He's getting to 2,000. I think he's like a 15 or 1,600. But I really like his content because the way he thinks through things is very. It's not that GM level where it's like wizardry. Like Daniel Noroditsky's awesome, but like he sees it so fast, and it's like. I mean, he's like a prodigy, right? So it's hard to. It's not hard to understand what he's saying. He's thinking on a different level about chess. Whereas the Checkham and Wreckham guy, he's really good, and the way he talks through his games, it's very methodical, and he's very comfortable. So, anyway, I will promote his content. Okay, so what do I do here? I see a check on h6. And then... So once he blocks with the bishop, he has a little out for his guy. Which is annoying, although I could come back down this way. Okay, so let me think. My idea is checking here. So he's got to move there, right? And then here. So then he blocks. So then here, right? Let's try that. Okay. Hey, I got the 28. So this is probably the move, right? No, because it takes here. Hold on. This loses the queen to this guy, right? That just loses the knight, or the rook. So let's say I move here. This happens. But now I can then deliver this. I don't see how that's a 1695. So are these little deals, is it ELO or is it just points or something? Do you guys know? Because that did not seem at all as difficult as the 1290 or the 1435 that I did prior. Or actually, those aren't the ones that were the most difficult. There's one on there that took me like 20 fucking minutes to figure out. All right, black to move. Let's see. So white is about halfway down the board. Black to move. Seems like that might be the move. I could take But then this happens. I could take, and I think we're just at a draw at that point. If I'm here, he's got a trade. He moves there. I move up. He's got to move back. I move up. He can do this. I don't want to push this way, because that happens and then I'm in trouble. Normally. Yeah, his king's... This is exactly the spot I was talking about, by the way. The king's really hard to attack there. So I could take. He takes here, right? I take. Probably checks me or something and pushes me back. So I'm thinking trading the rooks. He likely gets closer to my shit. My king's here, his king's there. I need to gain opposition. This, he's got to move back. This. So I have opposition then. Here, he's got to move back. This, no. I do think that's the move. If I move somewhere else, he's got that. Or this. In a pinch, that's the move I would play. Because he's got to take, right? Well, I guess not. He could just check me there. No, he can't, because my rook is attacking him. So it'd be a forced take. Okay, I know he's got to do that. He's going to go here. Where does my dude go? The black king. He's got to move to e6. There's no way. No other way. He pops down here. Done it. I come up here, still guarding this. What? Comes up. I could pop up here. He takes. Bop. That's kind of hard to see. C'est dangereux, yo. This just loses straight out, right? I mean, check. Like, that's just no good. It's got to be this. King here, king here. Up, up, happy. Ha ha. Ha ba ba ba. I don't think that works. If I take, he takes. And then I guess I come over here. That's got to be it. We'll see. Ooh, so he doesn't move his king at all. Well, I think this is just this and then there. Yeah, this is just winning, right? Oh, fuck, are you kidding? Yeah, son of a bitch. It's not winning. It's a fucking stalemate now. Because he takes there. Derp. Alright, well, I got the 21. What? No. 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 Quit. I want to do the one that I lost. Not Puzzle Rush. Disc. Oh, well. So there's a bunch of puzzle stuff. You say it's ELO? So that is ELO. Wow. What can I say? What can I say? Jansen wants to do a 3 days. Jansen, aren't we already playing one? That's 3 days? Alright, so we'll do the 3-day thing. This is Vishu 0999 99999. The St. George defense. These are 3 days and 7 days and that kind of stuff. Subham, you're somewhat of a 2000 rated player yourself. Really? Oh, I didn't realize that. Now, you play a lot of Lie Chess, or is it Lee Chess, right? Or are you only on chess.com?
Is Balbir still on here? I know it's like 3 a.m. for him as well as myself. $3,000 in puzzles? Fuck. Goddamn, man. That's really good. So the queen kills d6. What was I doing here? Oh, okay, right. So I wanted to do the old en passant. For some reason, I thought that was a good move. So I've got this blocking and protecting here. I think I saw something like that, but that's really not a serious threat, right? Yeah, this game has been really weird. Yeah, they start off with the St. George's defense. So, I don't know much about it. And then they just push a lot of pawns. I didn't know what to do, so I was like, well, I'll just try to take center control. And they get their pawns out, man. Lots going on in this game. So I check, pick up some material, and I'm kind of just running around. And this is where we are in the game. I can attack the queen and push her back. And I guess that's the move. I think this is likely the move I need. Because the queen can't really, like, I'm going to win this exchange, right? Like, boom, boom. She can't take backs to this. She's got to move there or in one of these squares. Although all those pawns are kind of annoying. Being up a piece, I wanted to keep things locked down. But, you know, you do have to have some opening. And this is not a threat right now, but, you know, there is something going on here. Anyway, I will make these moves later. This is definitely a game I'm playing. I think this is a move. What to do after that? Because a player like this, you know, they can play very random. I guess the queen could move over here if she just wanted to, but I'm not really sure the reason why. You know? I think she's got to move back. But what do I do after this? Weak things. So these pawns are really, well, this pawn, he is defended. If this knight moves, though, then it's not. Oddly, the pawns, I mean, they are odd, but, you know, they are actually controlling parts of the board. This gets the knight out of the way of this pawn, perhaps, just keeping it locked down even more and gaining an outpost. You know, to what end? I need to attack something at some point. Seems like getting a bishop in there. And then where's this guy going to go? Maybe there. And just do like sort of a double attack. Yeah, I need to break down more of this position. I think knight e4 is the right way to go. I was thinking about this, but it just opens up his rook. And like boom, boom. You know, like why allow that? So this kicks back the queen. Potentially pushing. I kind of like how it locks down his bishop there, though. That's a threat. I could do a prophylactic move. This. Doesn't really help because these guys. Mm-mm. Just weakens the king side for no reason. So the center's pretty strong at present. I could put up here, that just kind of inviting a queen trade, since I'm up a piece, and it gets rid of an actual, in his most active piece right now, right? So this, let's say he wanted to trade for some reason. There's that. Well, no, actually just drop a rook, or I mean a knight that way. So that's no good. Interesting. This just loses a knight. We trade, and then boom. Although that would be checkmate, wouldn't it? Huh. Yeah, so it wouldn't be losing a knight. That could actually be kind of sexy. This, it's pretty tempting to take. This, they might just take this way, but if they go for the bait, that. What if they don't go for the bait? Right? So there's this. They don't take. I don't really know what the fuck they're going to do. Maybe something like that. Ugh. It just doesn't really work for that well. I mean, I could just come down and attack this way. But let's say that. Let's say this. So then I take this way. They could take this way. Then they're going to lose their queen. They could take that way. It's probably the best move. I take there. Again, threatening mate. How do they get out of it? They just move their bishop. Do I lose pieces this way? This is just a straight up trade. Right? This is just trading. So really, no. We queen trade, we go down into the middle game, or we go out of the middle game into the, start getting into the end game. But is that a dangerous move for me? Because they've got this bishop, right? I have the bishop pair and a knight. It's kind of annoying, really. I mean, I would have an attack there, forcing that. But I don't really know what that does. I guess it's kind of annoying. And this knight would be, or this pawn would be pretty hanging. Seems like that check would just be the right way to go. Like after this check, that happens. I could trade rooks. Not sure. Let's see. What are you saying? Megan, what's up? Bishop e3, bruh. Basic principles. Bishop e3? Just, how is that a basic principle, Subin? Imagine I don't have basic principles. I know, but wouldn't it be sexy? I don't think it is. I think it actually destroys my position. I think you're right. So this, it loses a bunch, and if all he's got to do to get out of it is that. Does he, though? This. What am I thinking? Hold on a second. I'm being foolish. The bishop won't be there because he would have traded. So he can just move out. So I'm just wrong. Right? I was thinking this, and somehow the king is trapped and he's not. Yeah. So that just doesn't work. You said bishop e3. Oh, this bishop e3. So just fortifying the d4 pawn. I was thinking you meant d3, and I was like, I kind of understand this. You know, maybe like a battery kind of thing, but I guess that makes a little bit more sense. And that way the bishop can get in here and start, you know, once things are traded down, perhaps, and you know, starts connecting the rooks. Yeah, fair enough. Just protect and develop. Yeah. No, man, I want to fight. I want to fight. Okay. So there's that game. This is one with Scandi. He actually bounced earlier, which we had. Let me pull that back. Oh, shit. Ooh. So we kind of got into this whole Sicilian thing. No, Queen's Gambit declined is what it was. Although it was Queen's Gambit accepted at the beginning, and then it sort of shifted into declined, which I don't understand, because I accepted the Gambit. So then it goes this way, and that's apparently the declined version? I don't really understand that, how it's declined. Right, so here, we do some attacking. Attacking the queen, attacking the king, losing the knight. Hey! And that's where we are. I may not be in a better position here, actually. I can kind of see that. Maybe this isn't a move. But these bishops, well, that bishop right now is not doing much. I know there's some weirdness that can go down here. This, moving the knight. So, I'm not really sure. I was thinking that these isolated pawns would be worse for him. And my idea, which I think I was talking about before, was either just opening up this guy to then put my bishop here, so fianchetto, or just gaining some space. Maybe that way, that kind of thing. You know, if this, that, something like this. And just shutting it down. Because you didn't have these guys to do. This is kind of a thing. If my pawns are out, I've got the light squares to play with. You know, something like that. Anyway, those are the kind of ideas that I had going on. All right. Interesting puzzle night. All right, y'all. 3:15 in the morning. I think I'm going to play one game. I feel kind of lame just doing a bunch of puzzles. So, how do I get back to the whatever? I'm going to play one game and then go to bed. I didn't realize that my... Oh, shit. Spans. So a 10-minute increment. Or 15-minute, 10-second increment. I'm going to do this game with spans and head to bed. You guys get so much practice with the English. So I've played d4 here before, but I think that gets into kind of the Queen's Gambit, right? Is that correct? It also, I think there's a Nimzo Indian is what that gets into. And I want to stop that because I don't really know how to do anything with it. I've tried a few things here. I've tried pushing g3 for the fianchetto, you know, to block this. I've tried pushing here. Gotten a lot of trouble with this move. This seems to get really sharp. Bro, don't think too hard, your brain might explode. I've also pushed here before, but then that allows this. I can come here. I think there's a trap that goes on there. Like this, this, this. I don't know. There's something that happens. So I'm going to go this way. My eyes feel like tennis balls in my fucking face. Megan, what's up? Looks sexy to me with that mate possible. Fuck yeah. What is... There's a fucking mosquito in here. What the fuck? Okay. Motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you. Mosquitoes, dude. Right. So night out. What does that night do? That develops. Protects this guy, I suppose. And might protect here. Well, I was thinking this. Fi and kata. Pi and gato. Okay. So coming after the quick mate, I believe. So that's the move. Right there. Right? Because I've weakened my light squares. But I really don't like pushing the H and A pawns anyway. Not that that fucking matters. Okay, so the center, I'm like doing this hyper modern bullshit. I can see this, I could see that, but I don't like the Swiss cheese over there. I'm gonna go this way. Expecting that. Okay, it's not that. Just developing. Right on. I'm into that development. Dude. So there's the castle, of course. But that kind of goes into it. Castle puts my king involved. Yeah. Also kind of opens this up, right? What happens here? There's the take here. There's this take. There's that take. And that's pretty gnarly. Could attack this way. Or I could attack this way. But then it'd get taken. What happens if I come over here? Maybe nothing? Just invites the queen eventually. So I'm thinking either the castle or maybe even push this way. I would like to do something like this, but I don't think that works. Here invites this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and castle. We have the 4 knights kingside fianchetto English opening variation. Haha. So I'm kind of doing a like an accelerated dragon just on the white side, I believe, is what it was. So looking to potentially connect Zaruks. How do I mess with this guy? There's that. I want to have this. Here, could have this. There is this. Right? Takes, but I don't have this. I've got that. Takes. This loses the queen. I do have that. I've got the knight over. So I move here, I relinquish that, but then I do have this. There's this. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little too sharp for my own good. And pushing the E pawn is kind of dangerous.
All right, so what am I trying to do here? I've got this, I'm trying to take over these light squares, right? And put pressure on these guys. So maybe just pushing this way? Let me try that. Don't overthink it. I'm definitely overthinking it. Megan, I'm definitely overthinking it. All right, so he's got to push back up here. Right? I guess he could sack the bishop. Well, he could sack the knight. But that could cause some problems. Okay, so there's that going on. Could also push here. That just allows the knight. Where does the knight go? Maybe there? This drops the rook. Coming here, coming here. Probably up here. I think that's the move. That's what I'm going to do. Gets a centralized pawn, but I think that pawn can be stopped because I haven't lost my two center pawns. I have not pushed my two center pawns. Unless I'm just, again, not seeing the obvious. Right, so he comes down with the knight. Where does the knight go after that? Maybe here? Maybe an attempt like that? I could come after this pawn, which seems obvious, but I think this is a problem. So I might want to do that, right? But that relinquishes this square. That, then this. That's no good. So again, this square. I think I can take. Maybe this, maybe bolstering there. This is a potential fork. I have a lot of control over this square. If I move up that way, I allow him to get it at that. I'm thinking taking here. Let's do that first. He could force a trade and gain this diagonal, I guess. Okay, so he's just coming after my shit. So I could just move the rook, which gives another defender here. Or I could come back, lose the bishop, and come here. Lot of knights looking at me. But I think him losing that bishop is no good. A lot of knights looking at me. Taking here would be catastrophic. Because I'd give him a queen and a bishop, pretty much checkmate. And then this happens too. So there's this. Maybe a check. There's some shit going on here. What to do? Do I want... See, this puts my knight in a gnarly square. I'm going to come all the way back. Right, so coming out that way. This seems like a good move for him. So what are we thinking? This? I think now maybe pushing. Getting that knight out of dodge. Where does the knight go? Maybe back up?
Yeah, I know all those pawns on dark squares are no good. I was really trying to avoid the Swiss cheese thing. I've been in this position before. It's always bad. It just gives a lot of holes. Okay. Okay. So I will take here. Okay. I can come down this way. I could also move this guy up. Where does the queen want to go? Does the queen want to do that? Or does the king need to be here? I think having the king... I don't know. King here. I don't really like this diagonal, but it doesn't have the bishop anymore. And the king is acting as a defender. We're going to move the king up. Protecting that h3 square. I'm going Swiss. Yeah, I love that Swiss cheese. Right. So this is the take that I would assume. Can still attack, you know, with the rook afterwards. Okay. That. I suppose that makes sense. I could take here. That's what I'm going to do. Take that. Check. Asa. Good job, sir. Notice I didn't say good game. Although it was a good game. Let's do a really quick game review. Let's see how we both fucked up. Because have no fear, Spans. We both fucked up. Man, I'm gonna go to bed after this. I'm getting pretty fucking tired. Let's see. So we both hit. We played a lot of book moves. We had 6 book moves. Really good. Let's come back and check those out. So I played English. You did the reverse Sicilian. Right? Pretty basic stuff. The fianchetto. This is like I think it's the accelerated dragon. So you got your knight out. Fianchetto. Boom. Bishop c5. This is the 4 knights fianchetto. Okay. Knight is out. We are in the 4 knights. So this is something this is something that I think you knew. You're aware of this, right? You didn't know these were book moves? Oh, Subham didn't know. Yeah. Well, it's really cool, like, for me at least, because I'm obviously not that great at chess. It's really cool when I've thought about it, spent a lot of time. I'm on 1330, and these are all book moves, which means, you know, they're at least solid moves. So Spans and I are going back and forth. Spans, did you know this opening? Okay, so bolsters the center with his D pawn. Castle, of course. Yeah, and I think the castle was the move. Would have been the book move here. Okay, so bishop out. Says that's good. It wanted, holy shit. It wanted E3. E3 was best. What? So I totally did not want this right here. I've been in this position of Swiss cheese, and I just get fucked at like every time. Apparently, this is the way. Or at least it was the best one for this. Let me show moves for E3. Right, so that was the entire point. take back the center. So this move right here, this is what I thought was going to happen. Like a long time before. I thought if I pushed e3, this was coming. Like straight up. And I was like, well, shit, you know, I guess I could just move my queen. Or attack there. Because this is my next move. Or I was thinking this. I take... I guess he's down a pawn at that point. So that wouldn't be very good. Those exchanges just racked my brain. So it's saying h3. That seems to just weaken the fuck out of... This is literally the move that I thought he was going to make. Wow. But actually, you can just do this and kick it. Yeah, I guess the idea is because he's down a tempo, he's got to move back somewhere, and then this is coming. So he can't capitalize upon it. I need to get that in my brain. So this is my instinct, and I did not want to do it. Fair. Hey, Edkarsh, I'm actually not playing anymore tonight, man. I've got a... Oh, Subham, you're... Oh! Shit. That's my bad. Right, you're almost... Or you're 2,000 at puzzles. You're trying to play... You're trying to create a battery. Yeah, Edkarsh, I'm actually... I'm still living. Yeah, I'm kind of living. I'm going to go to bed after this review. I will be on tomorrow, though. I don't want to... It's 3:33 in the morning. 3:33, baby. I don't want to be up till 5 in the morning tonight. That way, tomorrow, I can actually stream. Because if I stay up till 5 tonight, I won't be doing tomorrow. And I want to actually have more stuff. Okay, let's continue. Interesting. What the fuck just happened there? Okay, so I push here. You come here, best move. Nice. I take. It actually does want this bolster Fianchetto. I thought about it, didn't think it was good. Don't know why. I guess that would have just been stronger. Let's do... Why is this better? So this trades off equal material. This develops the bishop, so that's why it's better. Okay. And then you've got your battery here. So, Subham, the battery was absolutely a good idea. Because that's literally the best move next. And I'm technically up a little bit, but we're basically equal at this point. Although I think that's coming. And that's going to be a biatch. Just gaining space. Anyway. Let's come back. What is the next move? So it doesn't like you taking here. It wants you to take with the pawn. Why? I guess taking with the pawn attacks the knight. So it prevents me from doing this. And, yeah, I think it just protects, your knight's there, protects that pawn, and would attack me. I guess that's what it is. So this is the wrong piece to capture with, leads to a loss of material compared with the correct choice. Let's see it. It's not what I wanted to see. Wait, shit. Sorry. I hit the wrong button again. Motherfucker. Here's the right one. Okay, yeah. So it just gets your pawn deep in the territory. Although I do have an advantage at this point.
I would probably take... Wouldn't need to. I guess maybe getting this or even pushing here. Something like this. Pushing. Maybe pushing this way. If that happens, that would be annoying. I could see this, then that. How do you guard the pawn? I guess you get that. That would suck. Pushing D. Opening up the bishop. Maybe something like that. Just taken. And then some kind of attack is what I'd be looking for, but that is premature. Okay. Let's see the next key move. Right, so gets the pawn. Interesting, it does not like me moving back. What does it want? Just move the rook. So that was my initial idea. I was kind of scared. If I move here, I know this pawn is defended twice, and technically would be 3 times, but I just saw this and was like, I see this being a problem. But actually, that's the move. Just getting that out. This looked so gnarly. Also with like something like this and the fucking queen coming down. I mean, I think that would have been the next move. Right? So yeah, B8 and then H1. Interesting, so moving all the way back. Ah, fuck. Yeah, that's pretty sexy. All right. Let's see. Doof. It's a good move. It wants you to take the bishop straight away. You're trying to get the battery. It does not like the E move now. And that is a blunder, right? Because it just loses the knight. And you're probably focused on this whole thing. It wants that opening all this stuff up, maybe prepping for this, and guarding that right there. Interesting. Bishop kills G2. Likely I killed the king. Now what? D5. And then it wants you to just push at the center. So now you don't have to worry about that bishop. Okay. I wonder why it wanted the D pawn to move. I mean, I get it. It's good you kick the opposing knight, but it wants D3 instead. I guess it just makes a better pawn chain. Pushing. You could take, but that just loses, and that is awful if the queen gets there. Let's look at this analysis really fast. So yeah, it actually wants that. Knight kills. This kills. Surely I don't take this way. It wants this. The knight takes, of course. And it does. It wants this. So then I get checked and have to push back, right? Could push all the way up. E4. And that just blocks it off. Fair enough. Fair enough. And then you've got these gnarly pawns. Huh. And the fucking C file is just open. Like a bitch. Come up this way. Doesn't seem too great. Maybe there. Once, E6. Oh, it's your move. Queen E6. Trying to reroute. And bishop B2. Okay. Pretty much if the bishop ever moves, if the knight ever moves, this is under attack, so you have to worry about it. And
It's trying to take over this guy. Okay, let's come back. Coming back. Puzzle Master in Lee Chess. Is it Lee Chess or Lie Chess? You're a puzzle master. That's why you were like dominating the puzzles, man. And the way to calculate ELO is more stupid. Yeah? Dude, I don't even try to calculate ELO. I just let it tell me whatever it is. I mean, honestly, like, most of the people I play on here, for example, Subum, you know, his ELO is 580, mine is 1080, 1080p. Like, by ELO, I should be dominating Subum. And this game was neck to neck most of the game until a single blunder. You know? So, I mean, he's just as good as I am, if not a little better. Obviously, ELO, you know. Subum, why is your rating 580? Because you're clearly better than 580. In my opinion, anyway. All right, let's go here, and there's that. Okay, so it says that you played at 1,000. I played at 1650. I had a very good opening, a very good middle game. Right, so we kept on playing. It says I'm up a whole lot because of that knight. I guess I'm up a knight and a pawn. No, I'm up a bishop and a pawn. Yeah, and your position just isn't very good. I see. Let's see. Takes. Queen goes over. Right, the issue here is that, obviously. What does it want you to do otherwise? Oh, just move the king. Right, so the king doesn't get checked immediately. So taken with the knight would have been better. Actually, what does it want you to do instead? Just move the knight there. So I think you had the right idea, but it wants you to use the knight, lead with the knight rather than the queen. And then maybe something like this can happen and you can get your rook involved. I don't know. I feel like a knight move from me might happen. Or maybe even just gaining space somehow. I'd want to connect my rooks. And I want to correct my pawn structure. What does it want? Knight c3. So yeah, just start rerouting, start attacking something. Once you knight e5. So attack the queen. That makes sense. Maybe here, but that's just going to get attacked again. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the queen just hides. I'm thinking e2. Hey, I'm right. Or it just gets out of dodge. And then you check with what? Queen c6. Oh, what? No need. Oh, yeah. Probably here. Maybe there, but I'm thinking here. e4. Okay. And using this guy. So just having these defenders. This is pretty interesting. Interesting chess. Using the pawns like that. You can probably take that way. And you do. c4. Do I not get compensation for that? I guess I was up a pawn. Oh yeah, I'm thinking probably this and then that. So it wants b5 though. Right, just attack the queen. What happens after this? Is this a bad move? It says it's good, and then you just guard. Knight F. Or Rook F. Yeah, so you just guard it. So I was thinking just being cheeky here, right? Fair enough. So push here instead, just get the queen out, make her move somewhere. She goes c5. Yeah. I could attack her again. Maybe. That doesn't make sense. d3. Just attack the knight and try to break down this battery. Okay. Raul, I would love to play, man, but I got to play tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow night, about midnight my time, midnight Pacific. But I need to go to bed tonight. Otherwise, I will not be playing tomorrow because I can't stay up till 5. I'm not Megan. I got to sleep. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of music. But before I do, let me give some credit where credit is due. I want to give a shout out to the Patreon people, James Johnston and Nostalgic. If you're interested in Patreon, patreon.com/chesswithbill. They are the bomb, and it really helps me continue doing what I'm doing. So if you want to jump on that, great. The music that I play is all lowercase letters, Intrepid Adventurers, and Penguin Rock Band. You can find them on Spotify, Bandcamp, and YouTube if you like that stuff. All lowercase letters you can find on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, all that goodness. What else? That's pretty much it. There's a bunch of podcasts I do, but the point is, I will be on tomorrow if we can hang out. Megan, you say you slept Tuesday night? You're good for like a week or two. Don't tease you about not being able to sleep. Listen, I know you're a vampire. I'm a vampire too. It happens. It happens. All right, y'all. Here is some music. Like, subscribe, all that shit. If you haven't, I would appreciate it if you dig what I'm doing. And also, thank you very much for all of the advice. All the advice. And encouragement. You're a demon? Scandy, see you later, man. Raul, Dravid will play tomorrow. Thank you for jumping on. Subam, of course. Thank you for the game, sir. Wherever Jansen is, I'm sure he's playing like Fortnite or something. Thank you for jumping on. Who knows or cares? I didn't see your chat, man. Thank you for jumping on. It's been a while. Of course, Balbir was on earlier. He is my spirit animal. He gives me great advice and encouragement when I suck. Ayato's Pez dispenser. Thank you very much for jumping in, man. If you guys are not on the Discord, jump on the Discord. I do announcements and I say when I'm going to go on. Fan Royale was on here earlier. Hell yeah.
to counter all the pain.